everybody, it's Azazel here, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a new what if. You're probably like, what the fuck, why are we doing another one? You started one yesterday, you shouldn't be doing this. But I'll be like, hey, chill the fuck out, it's okay. I didn't write this is something I mentioned I was going to be doing. I mentioned that I wanted to take other people's stories and then read them out loud as a what if and give them shout outs. So the authors, or shit, or fucking links are going to be in the description below. So if you're interested, go check it out. As well as basically fucking go check out my Discord and shit. We like to fucking troll people on there and basically you're toxic as fuck. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video.
Beheaded, yeah.
Many years before the complete destruction of the Yuki clan, but with tensions still high between Yakura and the Yuki clan, there was a moment of bliss and peace. There on that day in the cold winter months, Minato Yuki was born to a very strong warrior of the Yuki clan, named Fubuki Yuki, and his also strong wife, Kes Yuki. Minato would have brown hair and eyes the color of ice itself. The moment was great, and with Fubuki and Kes knowing their bloodline and their genes would persist after death, they were still fighters. Minato, throughout the months of him living with his parents, but feeling alone, learned how to walk and pronounce words, and this shouldn't even be possible. Even with everything going on, it seemed like Minato could prove to be the strongest fighter in the Yuki clan history. But it all changed one fateful day. Fubuki, we must get going. Who knows when the enemy will show up? Kes says, putting baby Minato into bed, out of sight if anyone went looking for him while his parents were gone. Fubuki geared up with his signature tomahawk, rushed to his wife, and the two went outside. Captain Fubuki, your horses are ready. The troops are waiting for you at the outpost. C.A. Yuki, clan soldier, says, and wasting no time, the three run off and jump through the snowy trees towards the outpost. Eventually, Fubuki and Kes arrive at the outpost to see their clan already fighting on this side of the war. We are the Yuki clan, and we will not let our legacy die, Fubuki says, screaming to the troops, as he has been chosen to lead. Fubuki and Kes run out to the battlefield and help their clan rain ice among the lands. Hours and hours of bloodshed and ice being soaked with red, it was inevitable that Yakura's forces were too strong for the Yuki clan. While there were three other sides to the war, it was still clear that the Yuki clan would be destroyed. Fubuki standing his ground, and his wife gets stabbed by a kunai and his tomahawk drops to the floor. Run, Kes! Please, don't leave him alone, Fubuki says as quickly as he was stabbed. His head fell to the floor. No! Kes screamed as she started to run away, far away. Using her knowledge of the surroundings, or the surrounding area, she managed to evade the enemy and made her way home. Kes opened the door to Minato's room and immediately grabbed her son, a blanket and a map, and ran far, far away, west out of the village. Kes, for weeks evading the enemy, would track her and taking care of her son, eventually crossed the border into the land of fire. While she was not completely welcome in any village, in this land she had no other choice but to try. Eventually, Kes made her way, after asking people in the small towns, to the village hidden in the leaves. She walked into the front gate and was greeted by two guards. Stop right there! State your business here! In our village, a leaf ninja guard says. Please, we need help. If you won't take me, please take my son, Kes says as she starts crying, and the leaf ninja guard let her in and escort her to the Hokage's office. Kes, while holding Minato, walks into the office, but not before getting glares from many people in the village who are not used to seeing someone dressed so warmly. So my guards are telling me you're an outsider, Hiruzen says, wondering who this person is. Yes, my name is Kes Yuki, and my clan has been under siege from the tyrant Yagura of the Three Tails, Kes says. If you're saying you need manpower, that's something I cannot provide, Hiruzen says. No, I just need a place that's safe for my son.
I've been traveling for weeks, doing whatever I can to keep him alive, Kes says.
What's the child's name, if you don't mind my asking? Hirsen says.
Minato Yuki. Please, if you won't let me stay, at least let him stay here. I know this is a lot to ask for, but this village is the closest,
Kes says as Hirsen looks at her. She looks tired and hungry with her clothes dirty and ragged. She has a desperate look on her face, even making the third Hokage's heart feel a little sad. He then looks down at Minato, who is wrapped in a blanket that's clean and doesn't even look scratched. To top it all off, he's sleeping. I can tell you take care for your son, and a lot of parents wouldn't go through all of this trouble. You can stay here as long as you train and eventually work for the Leaf, Hirsen says. And Kes now has a smile on her face.
Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough.
I can tell you care for your son a lot. Some parents wouldn't even go through all of this trouble. You can stay here as long as you train and eventually work for the Leaf, Hirsen says. And Kes now has a smile on her face.
Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough,
Kes says. As long as you hold your end of the deal, I see this as a start of a good alliance, Hirsen replies.
Everything's going to be okay, Fubuki. I protected our legacy,
Kes says. Minato proved himself to be a very capable person and ninja who excels in almost all fields. Minato is like his father and mother, which in turn makes him very proficient in ice relays. Minato in the academy proves himself, year after year, that he was a prodigy like none before him. Minato one year met this girl with red hair, which was like fire whenever she was angry. One day Minato saw strands of the red hair and followed it to a forest to go rescue and find Kushina. The two from that day almost never left each other's sides, and were fire and ice. Minato in the Third Great Shinobi War was outstanding with him using his ice style jutsu along with his flying Raijin technique. One day, however, when he was heading back from a mission, he had gotten word that his mother, Yuki, had gone down in a battle fighting until her last breath. All that was left was his mother's tomahawk, which he had been using for years. Minato cried that day, and his next battle slayed multiple platoons of Stone Village ninja. Eventually the war ended, and a few years later, in his old age, with the civilian loving Minato, he was named the 4th Hokage. Minato and Kushina got married, and everything seemed good for the two until everything fell apart. Now that's where we're going to lay this part off on. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I know it's short, but I've had a lot of interruptions today, so I can't get much going right now. To be honest, it's fucking loud as fuck. It's pissing me off. My voice hurts like a motherfucker. So I'm like borderline trying to throw my mic against the wall. So I'm stopping here. I'm out.